Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear friends. You are watching Study with Sheraz, and in today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the atomic volume and its variation in the periodic table. In the last lecture, we discussed about the density of the elements and its variation in the periodic table. And if you have not watched that video, the video is present at the end of this video as end screen. You can watch that video by clicking the icon of that video. In today's lecture, we are going to talk about the atomic volume and its trends. So first of all, we must know that what is atomic volume? Volume of the 1 mole of atoms of an element. So basically, atomic volume is the volume occupied by 1 mole of the atoms of an element. It means that the Avogadro number of atoms occupy the volume is called the atomic volume. And if we talk about the unit of the atomic volume, that's centimeter cube per mole. The next is the work of the Luthermeyer. That was a German chemist who worked during the development of the periodic table, and he thought that the properties of the elements are a function of their atomic volumes. During the effort in the development of the periodic table, he drew some atomic volume curves and he tried to relate the properties of the element to their atomic volumes. Next is we talk about the variation in the period. So if we talk about the variation of the atomic volume in the period, the atomic volumes first decrease up to the middle and then increase. If we move from the left to right in a period, the atomic volume first decreases up to the middle of the period and then it goes increasing toward the end of the period. So what is the reason? Two trends are basically here. One is the decrease from start to middle and then increase from middle to end. So there are two reasons for it. If we talk about the decrease from start to the middle, this decrease is due to the increase in the nuclear charge. When we move from left to right, the nuclear charge increases, and because of that increase in the nuclear charge, the atomic volume decreases. And if we talk about the increase in the atomic volume from middle to the end of the period, so this is due to the repulsion between valence electrons. When we move from left to right, the number of electrons goes on increasing toward the end of the period. And from middle to the end of the period, the number of electrons becomes so much that the electrons start repelling, they start interacting with each other. And because of that repulsion of electrons, the atomic size or the atomic volume increases. So this is basically the reason of the increase in the atomic volume from middle to the end of the period. The next is the variation of atomic volume in the group. The atomic volume increases in more or less regular manner from top to the bottom. And why it is increasing? Because of the addition of an extra shell in each successive element when we move from the top to bottom in a group. This trend is almost regular, but there is one exception, that the atomic volumes decrease for lanthanides. When we move from top to bottom and we reach at the lanthanides, the atomic volume starts decreasing. And why it starts decreasing? The reason is basically the lanthanide contraction. We would make a separate video on the lanthanide contraction. So that up till now, you must know that the increase or the exception in the case of the lanthanides is because of the lanthanide contraction. So this was all about the atomic volume and its trends in the periodic table. If you have any question related to this video, you can post your question in the comment. We will meet in the next video. Up till then, Allah Hafiz.